And I was just to the point, I'm like, I just can't do this. I don't think I can do it. I wanted to drop out. I wanted to quit. Like, I just did not want to do it. I really thought that I could not do it. It just got so hard to the point where I wanted to give up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't want you to lose for me. You'll be my latest victim. Why would you wanna do that for me? Why you wanna do that?
I said, mirror, mirror on the wall, all this sudden wanna call.
So, Bouie, what I want you to do is breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And one more time, breathe in and breathe out. This is Mirror Talks. Name.
Bouie.
Where are you from, Bouie?
I am from Griffin, Georgia.
What's your occupation?
I am part-time server right now, part-time content creator.
Name one person in the industry that influences you the most.
mm, I would probably say Jada.
Jada Waiter.
Yes.
Let's reflect. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Now, I want you to give this 10 seconds before you speak.
I see someone who has never given up, who don't take no for an answer, who knows exactly what she wants, how she wants it, when she wants it, and is prepared to do anything to do it, to get it.
To the person who doesn't know at all, who is Bowie?
Bouie is a 26-year-old filled with ambition, dedication, motivation, um, kind of wants to do a little bit of everything. She's kind of like a Jill of all trades. Like whatever she sets her mind to, she can do.
Where did that come from? Where did you get that from?
It's the truth. Like literally, it's just I'm always wanting to do a million and one things. Like I can never just be set on one thing.
If you had to name just one person, who's to blame for who you are today?
Myself.
Do you think you're liked because of your looks or your body?
Do I think I'm like because of my looks
Or your body?
or my body? No, I think that's a plus. I think that I'm just really a beautiful person inside and out. To know me is to love me. So I think the looks and the body is just a plus. Like it just adds that cherry on top.
When you look in the mirror, honestly, the first thing that comes to mind is it insecurities or confidence?
Confidence.
Let's dive a little deeper. We all have moments of self doubt. Can you recall a time where that kind of entered the mind?
Um, one significantly that comes to mind is when I was in college. I graduated May 2022, but before I graduated, I was just really going through a rough time. And I was just to the point, I'm like, I just can't do this. I don't think I can do it. I wanted to drop out. I wanted to quit. Like, I just did not want to do it. I really thought that I could not do it. It just got so hard to the point where I wanted to give up.
So, what are some consistent challenges that you currently go through and push through?
Um, I would say being consistent is one of them. It's actually one of my biggest one. Procrastination, um, self-doubt also being one. Um, that's like the main, what did I say, 3 of them?
When you look back at childhood, is the sun shining or is it raining?
Shining.
Why is that?
Um, I grew up around love. I grew up around my family always telling me that I was beautiful. I was somebody and I'm going to be somebody. Um, I just grew up surrounded about around a lot of love, a lot of it.
If you had to shout out one person that you could think of, who would you shout out?
My mother, for sure. My mother.
How impactful is your mom?
Um, very impactful. She just, like I said, she never let me forget who I am. When it's times I may forget who I am or start moving like I don't know who I am, she's always there to let me know, like, hey, like, you got this. Like, you're exactly who you think you are and who you should be. She never, ever, ever lets me forget who I am, ever.
Do you get motivated off of negativity or positivity?
Both. I feel like negativity just puts something into you, like puts a battery in your back to where you're like, okay, let me show you. And positivity also, it just have you feeling very, very motivated to, okay, if they can do this, I can do this. Like, what makes them different from me?
Do you have any regrets in life?
Tend to live life with no regrets. Um, Simply because I feel like if I didn't do what I did, I wouldn't be who I am today. I feel like everything that has happened to me thus far has made me who I am and developed character for who I am today.
Let's think on a time in the past, may not have been a regret, but something that's just a little bit uneasy that you can recall. What comes to mind?
I got suspended from college for opening a door um, for some girls to come into my dorm and to fight another girl. Um, Now that I'm older and I think about it, I'm just like, I had no business doing that. Had nothing to do with me. It set me back a whole year and a half, almost 2 years from graduating. Um, just because I was thinking in the moment, really, and not really thinking of the consequences or what could happen after or how that was gonna set me back.
Since we on the topic of school, let's go back before college. Now, as far as school, how can you describe it? Were you the quiet one? Were you the one who got talked about? Were you the mean girl, so to speak? How was that?
Um, I've always been the popular kid. I was in honors classes, so I was kind of like the kid that was cool with all the nerds and cool without the people who wasn't nerds. Like, I was the best of both worlds. Like, popular kid, cool with everybody to a certain extent. Like, my senior year was up and down. Like, I used to get into a lot of fights. It went from like everybody loving me to everybody hating me. It was flip flop a lot, but yeah,
Is there a part of yourself that you feel people don't understand?
yeah. I feel like people just don't understand me as a person. People tend to let a lot of things influence their perception of you, versus actually getting to know you for real and actually who you are. Um, Example like Instagram or he say, she say, people just go off a lot of things versus getting to know you as a person.
Admit it. You are addicted to what?
Doing more, wanting more, literally, that's it.
I'm gonna ask you a random question, and you can opt into this or out of this. What would you like to do?
Opt in.
I want you to elaborate on this question. Does body counts matter?
Mm, I personally feel like we're all grown. So, no. Like at this big age, asking another person what's their body count, because people can lie. It's not like they're going to tell you the truth, anyways. Like, people be lying. So, it's like, what's the point? And if I ask you and you tell me a number I don't like, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to just completely cut it off. You're still going to probably proceed. So, I would say no.
Is there a number that you don't like? Like, what if I say 500? Would that be okay?
That's OD. 500 is crazy. Like, you just don't care. But I mean, like, we listen and we don't judge, I guess. Like, I don't know. 500 is crazy though.
The turning point. Let's talk about a moment when everything turned around for you. Can you recall?
Not to sound cocky or conceited, but me personally, I've always felt like I was that girl. But I will never forget this day in college. I went to Savannah State University. Just to throw that out there. I was walking down to like a football game and a girl stopped me and she was like, "Oh my gosh, like your name Bouie?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She was like, "Can I take a picture?" And I'm like, "Yeah, come on." And I don't know, I feel like sometimes we be really hard on ourselves. We don't really know who we are sometimes. So I'm just like, I did YouTube back then too. Still do YouTube. So I didn't know exactly, I guess maybe like how much of an impact or how people really felt about me. So that really made me understand like, oh wow, like people really watching and people really like looking up, you influencing. So I would definitely say that as being one.
What part of yourself do you feel the most proud of?
Me not ever giving up. I feel like that's just one of my strongest um traits and thing about me. Just me never giving up. Me always keep going.
You feel like you've made it?
Partially. Not to where I want to be, but I feel like from where I came from, I've done a damn good job.
Tell us more about Girl Boss Basics.
So Girl Boss Basics is one of the ebooks that I provide, that I sell, and it's basically just you if you want to start a business and you don't know where to start or how to start. It's a step by step guide guiding you literally step by step from the beginning from logo, color scheme, forming an LLC, picking out a name, step-by-step guide to starting your own business.
When did you first start your first business?
I started my boutique business in 2018. I was in college. I started it, Bouie's Bougie Boutique. Um, I stopped it because my studies got a little more harder and I couldn't focus. So I needed some time to focus. I think I stopped it right before COVID or right when COVID hit. COVID hit like what, 2021, I think. And then I
2020.
just 2020. Okay, and then I just started it back up February 2023.
Now you can answer this if you want. Is there anything that you believe in?
I believe in God. Um, I believe in a higher power, which is God. Yeah.
So, boy, what's next for you? Got any boutiques? Any new books that's coming out?
Yes. Definitely a new ebook. I just started my YouTube back up, so I'm definitely probably gonna drop an ebook on growing your YouTube channel or starting a YouTube channel. My boutique is in the process of rebranding. New arrivals dropping January, beginning of the year. I also want to start my acting career. That is one of the reasons I actually moved to Atlanta. So, coming to a TV screen near you really, really soon. Stay tuned.
To that 20-year-old younger you, what advice do you have for her?
I would tell her to keep going, to remove anybody from you that is not really for you, to be very aware of her surroundings. Make sure people have genuine and pure intentions and not just around you because of who you are or what you can offer, that they really care for you. To have a tunnel vision and to stay focused. Don't lose focus. I lost a lot of focus at times. I would tell her to definitely not lose focus, to keep her eyes on the prize at all times and block out anything that does not add value to that or lead her to that focus.
Anything that you want to talk about?
No, this has made me definitely self reflect, and I feel like it's done a really good job. Pulled a lot out of me.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much
Of
for coming on the
course.
show. Appreciate you.
Thank you for
Definitely
having me.
shorter than I thought.
Yeah, 411. 411.
Nah, I appreciate you so much. This is definitely I like this for you because it's people think that everybody have everything like something bad to talk about all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Me and you are alike. I had a good upbringing. You know what I'm saying? I had two parents in a household. They told me what to do, what not to do. You know what I'm saying? So if I was to go back in my past, it would be more about people encouraging me, people saying that you could do it, you can make it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So we got that similar story on that part.
People built up off love and survival. I just was fortunate enough to be brought up on love. And
That's
I'm
what's
thankful for that. Yes.
That's what's up.
Hmm.
Thank you again.
Thank you
I
for having
appreciate you.
me.
Yeah.
I enjoyed myself.
Oh,
It was really good.
yeah, it
Really,
was
really
good.
good. Yeah. I don't tell people my business. Y'all got y'all did good for
Okay.
sure.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's
Yes.
up.